Thank you so much, fellow viewers. What we'll do is we are going to get something which is there are two types of scenarios on how to find relative error or absolute error. As I mentioned when we're looking at whole numbers. Number one, it is a situation whereby there are two people or two situations and you are comparing to the truth. Now we are saying what is a relative error? Relative error, which will be saying R stroke E. This is a ratio between absolute error and the true reading. Remember, a ratio is just a comparison of two similar things. So now we are trying to compare these similar things between the absolute error, which I'm from teaching you, to the true reading. So now, this is 2017 school certificate. I've tried to modify it so that it can suit of what we need. Of course, I've just borrowed some, so you find that the question I've amplified it. For example, B, Philamber's relative error is not there. Why have I included it? Because I want us to know how to find the relative error. Now, ladies and gentlemen, how do we answer this question? Solution. There are two people. These two people, it says, Misozi and Philamber estimated the length of a line to be 9 centimeters and 10 centimeters respectively. Fellow viewers, when they say respectively, the way we mentioned the names, the first name was Misozi. So Misozi, he was thinking it was 9 centimeters. While Philamber, we thought it was 10 centimeters. That's what it means, respectively. Now, if the true length of the line was 9.6 centimeters, find Misozi's absolute error. Remember, Misozi, now I'm answering A, Misozi's absolute error, remember what I said about absolute error, is equal to, because it is absolute, so it's supposed to be like this. I don't care whether I start with Misozi. What was Misozi? It was 9. I can start with 9 minus 9.0. So the difference, so it is just the difference. We are going to look at absolute error. In this case, we just have to look at what he himself as an individual, he thought it was 9 centimeters. Subtract from the true. Now, since it is absolute, it will become a positive. Okay, it will become a positive. It will become, remember what it will be? It will be negative 0.6. Now, because it is absolute, this becomes a positive, it is 0.6. So, what was Misozi's absolute error? It was 0.6. It doesn't matter. Someone might say, okay, with me, it doesn't matter. You say, okay, 9.6 minus 9. Because it is absolute error, you will find the same, it will be 0.6. What is the absolute of 0.6? Positive. It is the same. So, ladies and gentlemen, the aim here is it does not matter how you subtract these things, because at the end of the day, you are going to get the absolute what? True. Now, how do we get Philamber's relative error? How do we get Philamber's relative error? So, for this A, I'm done. Misozi's absolute error, I'm done. So now, how do I get Philamber's absolute error? We are trying now to compare. For me to get Philamber's, remember, it is a comparison. So, Philamber's absolute error. For me to get Philamber's absolute error, first of all, I should find what Philamber had guessed. Philamber guessed that it was 10. Then in the actual sense, it was 9.6. So if you do like this, you will find something. What is that answer you get? You agree with me that you get 0.4. Absolute of 0.4, the answer it will be 0.4. So this was Philamber's absolute what? Error. Now remember what we say relative error. What is relative error? Relative error is equal to, now we are trying to learn, relative error, ladies and gentlemen, R stroke E, which is here, relative error is equal to the absolute error for Philamba over the true. What was the true reading? The true reading was 9.6 centimeters. This was the true reading. So the absolute error for Philamba over the true reading, which was 9.6. Remember, you cannot divide numbers like this. You have to change them to the whole numbers so that at the end of the day, because both the biggest place number, decimal places, it's just 1. So I will multiply by 10. Even at the bottom here by 10. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a situation like 4 over 96. So do not be in a hurry. Divide nicely. Don't leave your answer like this. You have to leave it in the lowest term. 4 there goes there 1 time. 4 into 9 goes there 2 times. 4 into 16, because there will be remainder 1, it goes there 4 times. So ladies and gentlemen, what is Philamba's relative error? Philamba's relative error, ladies and gentlemen, it is 1 over 24. 24. Where is this coming from? It is coming from the truth, the fact that his absolute error over the true reading. What was the absolute error? 0.4. How did we get 0.4? Because this is totally different from the way we were saying to find absolute error is tolerance divided by 2. No. Here we don't divide by 2 because these are two people we are comparing now from the true reading and to the absolute, the error someone has made. So ladies and gentlemen, that's how Philamba made 0.4 as the error over the true reading, and please we'll divide it nicely and we are going to have the actual answer, which is here. So ladies and gentlemen, unless there are some questions. Now, we are trying to conclude this topic. The last part now, they will ask us how to find error percentage. So Mr. Cameraman, please show my face so that people are able to listen very carefully. Ladies and gentlemen, remember to subscribe. You can see, you are going to agree with me that we have improved with audio. A good Samaritan helped us. You can see I've got a mic with me. Now we are able to communicate nicely. Kindly, for those who are wishers, you are most welcome. You can help us with some of the gadgets so that we are helping those people who don't have this privilege to have resources. Money capital, sometimes find that they don't have teachers of mathematics who can teach them, and sometimes they don't have materials, but by what we are doing, at least they are getting something. Please, we appeal to well wishers to come to our head, come and help us. Please, come on, come on. Thank you so much. I know, I'm very positive. Someone is going to call me that, Mr. Angel, please, what is that which we need? Please, we need that. Thank you so much. And please, we also need your feedback from you. Tell us how you are listening, how the sound is coming out, the audio itself. Tell me so that we can improve where we are making some mistakes. Remember, I'll leave the homework. Tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, the homework is coming, and I expect everyone to attempt that one. And please, when you attempt, meaning you answer the question, you can leave the comment in the comment box, or leave whatever you have found in the comment box, and if it means encouraging words, you can encourage. Please, you are most welcome. So today, what are we looking at? We are looking at decimal numbers, how to find number 1, absolute error, tolerance, relative error. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do the last part, the percentage error. But before that, allow me to give you another example to do with relative error, which does not include people. In this case, two people were comparing. So we are trying to compare. I told you this is a ratio. A ratio simply means the comparison of two similar quantities. So in this case, we are comparing Philamba and Misozi to the true reading. But now we are going to look at another scenario, how we can find relative error. Thank you so much.